Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Guyana retaining their West Indies Championship title. They are the champions of the 2024 West Indies Championship, but they got help to help them, win the title. So we're going to be, covering that. And also, we see where West Indies defeated Pakistan in their ODI today. And Russell and Sunil Narine, they helped Calcutta Knight Riders to win their match today in a thrilling match in the IPL. So we're gonna be covering all of those topics in this video. So just stick around till the end of the video and as we discuss all these topics. So starting first with Guyana, so it has been confirmed that Guyana, are the champions of the 2024 West Indies Championship. It was a very exciting final round. There were a lot of teams that had a chance to win the title going into the final round, and Guyana was the team that prevailed. So definitely a huge congratulations to Guyana, for their win, of the West Indies Championship. And Guyana were also the champions from last year, so they're now back-to-back champions. They retained their title. So that takes a lot of hard work and consistency to be able to do that. So Guyana definitely deserves some credit. So huge congratulations to Guyana, on securing the 2024 West Indies Championship title. But like I said, they got help from a few teams, especially in the final round. So we see where the West Indies Academy, they defeated Barbados in their matchup, which was a surprising loss for Barbados or a surprising victory for the West Indies Academy, whichever way you want to look at it. But as a result of the West Indies Academy defeating Barbados, that made it easier for Guyana to win. Guyana, of course, they had to win their match as well, which they did. But Barbados losing that match against the Academy, also assisted Guyana in winning the championship. Also, the Leeward Islands, they defeated the Winward Islands, in their match, and that also meant that Guyana, would win the championship, because if you remember going into the final round, the Winward Islands were leading, the point standings, and if they had won their match against the Leeward Islands, then they would have been crowned champions for 2024. So that victory by the Leeward Islands themselves, they were also in the hunt for the title as well. So they did what they needed to do, which was to win the match against the Winward Islands. Unfortunately, that win for them, they weren't able to amass enough points to overtake Guyana in the standings. So even though the Leewards won, Guyana had already secured enough points, to where that Leeward's victory, did not affect them, winning the title. But that match between the Leeward Islands and Winward Islands, it was a very good match. A lot of runs were scored in that match. And also either team deserved, both teams, had chances of winning the game. Rain affected it as slightly, but both teams played well, and the Leeward Islands came out on top. So that Leeward Islands victory, also meant that Guyana, would remain as champions, for the West Indies Championship. But all in all, it was a brilliant final round. The other round in the match was, of course, Jamaica versus Trinidad, which Trinidad won by an innings and 125 runs. And Guyana, of course, they defeated the combined colleges and campuses, which is the points that they earned from that victory, was what secured their spot atop the standings for 2024. But overall, it was a brilliant championship. A lot of runs were scored, a lot of wickets were taken. I know that the championship is over. We just have to wait and see, what the selectors decide to do and who they decide to pick and bring on the England tour, when the West Indies tours England later on this season. But overall, like I said earlier, congratulations to Guyana. They played well all season. Congratulations to all the teams actually. So the final points standing. So we see where Guyana, they finished first. The Leeward Islands, they were second. The Winward Islands, they finished third. In fourth, we have Barbados. In fifth was the West Indies Academy. Sixth was Jamaica. And the combined colleges and campuses, they were in seventh place. So that's the final standing for the 2024 championship. Well done to all the teams. Very competitive championship, very exciting championship. And just the fact that it came down to the last day, for the winner to be decided, that alone speaks volumes for how competitive this year's championship was. So shout outs to all the teams, all the players, all the coaches that participated in this championship and made it what it was. Very exciting for us cricket fans, West Indies cricket fans. I must say that. So moving on now to the West Indies women team. They played their another ODI today against Pakistan. This match was a final over thriller as well. It was nerve-wracking for West Indian fans. It went down to the final ball. It required a 4 off the final ball from Ramnarak for West Indies to win the match. Even though at certain stages in the game, they looked pretty comfortable and seemed as if it would be a comfortable victory. But it ended up being a nail-biting victory. But nevertheless, a win is a win. So very congratulations to the West Indies women team. And with this victory as well, they have won the ODI series. They have one more match, one more ODI coming up, and then they'll move on to the T20 series. So congratulations to the West Indies women team as well. Well done on a brilliant series win and a brilliant performance in today's match. So scores in the match, obviously where Pakistan batted first, and they posted 223 of their 50 overs, which meant that the West Indies, they needed 224 runs to win. And the West Indies were able to get to 225 of the last ball of their 50 overs. So very exciting match, very, very exciting match and nerve-wracking match. So top scoring for the West Indies was Stephanie Taylor, the Jamaican the Jamaican. She scored 73. Also scoring a half century was Charmaine Campbell. She scored 52 runs. And Captain Hayley Matthews, she also contributed with the bat. She scored 44 runs. And those were the top scorers for the West Indies team in their victory. But like I said, it required a 4 off the final ball from Ramnarak to bring the team over the line. But brilliant performance by the team, brilliant batting performances by Taylor, Campbell, and Hayley Matthews. So it was definitely good to see, someone other than Hayley Matthews. And Stephanie Taylor has been consistent for the West Indies over the years as well. But Charmaine Campbell stepped up today and scored with a half century. So it's good to see, someone other than, whether Hayley Matthews or Stephanie Taylor getting some runs for the West Indies women team. Bowling for the West Indies women team, notable performances. So we see Chanel Henry, she took 3 for 37, and Ramnarak, she took 3 for 48. And they were the top wicket takers for the West Indies women. So brilliant performances all around for the West Indies women team. And so again, congratulations to them on their series victory and on winning this match today. Very exciting, nerve-wracking, but nevertheless, once they come out with a victory, that's all that matters. No matter how you win, if you win by 10 wickets or 100 runs, or if you win off the final ball, it's still a win. So congratulations to the West Indies women team. So moving on now to IPL news. We see where the Kolkata Knight Riders, they went up against Royal Challengers of Bangalore today, RCB in the IPL, and this also was a final over thriller. Um, if you're a KKR fan, I'm sure you was very nervous, in that final over. And if you're a RCB fan, there were moments in the game where you were nervous as well, especially in the final over. So that's cricket for you. The emotions, are just it's not you never know with cricket. This moment your team seem like they're in cruise control, and the next minute you're nervous as it seemed like your team was going to lose. But scores in the match, see where KKR, they batted first and they posted a total of 222 of their 20 overs, and in reply, RCB, they posted 221 of their 20 overs. So they lost the match by one wicket, by one run. And it was going into the final over. So batting for KKR, we see where Shreyas Iyer, he scored a half century. Phil Salt, he continued his brilliant form in the IPL as well. He's been scoring a lot of runs for KKR, and today was no different. He got 48 runs off just 14 balls. And Andre Russell, he scored 27 off 20. Not the typical innings from Andre Russell, but as you can tell by the result of the match, his runs were very valuable and very important for the team as well. So those were the top scorers for KKR in their innings. Bowling for KKR, when they restricted RCB to 221, you see where Andre Russell, he took 3 for 25. So a combination of his 3 for 25 and the 27 runs he scored in KKR's inning, that earned him the player of the match. He took some very important wickets for KKR, in the match. And we also see where Sunil Narine, he took 2 for 34 from his 4 overs. So it was a brilliant bowling performance by the West Indians in the match, and those wickets that they took, were the main contributors to KKR restricting RCB to 221, after 20 overs. But it went down to the final over, and I think going into the final over, RCB needed, I forgot how much they needed, but it was a huge amount, and Mitchell Stark, was very expensive, throughout the in this innings. I think he went for 55 runs. And even in the final over, he was smashed for a few sixes, and at one point it seemed as if KKR was going to lose the match. But then with the next ball, Mitchell Stark, took a very spectacular catch off his own bowling to get rid of I think it was Sharma that was threatening to win the match for RCB. Mitchell Stark took a brilliant catch to get him out, and then even after the final ball, it was a run out on the final ball as well. RCB were trying to get run 2 runs to bring the match into a super over, and it was a run out. It took a brilliant gather and hit the wicket by Phil Salt again to run out. I think it was to run out the RCB batsman, and prevented them from running that second run, which would have brought the match to a super over. So it was a very exciting finish to the match today, in the IPL, but KKR came out on top, and so congratulations to KKR, and like it's always good to see West Indians performing in the IPL whenever they do get a chance. Andre Russell and Sunil Narine are a few of the West Indians that consistently play in every match their team plays. So they definitely showed up today and performed for their team to help them to victory. So that's all I have for you in this video today, viewers and subscribers. So again, just to summarize, Guyana, they are champions of the 2024 West Indies Championship. They retained their title. The West Indies women team, they defeated Pakistan in their match today, and also secured victory not only in the match, but in their ODI series. And Andre Russell and Sunil Narine, they helped KKR to victory over RCB today in the IPL. As always, thank you for tuning in. Do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section. Sports Perspective TV, and I'll see you in the next video.